What if the future of Europe's trade doesn't play out in boardrooms, or even in Berlin? Instead, it's unfolding hundreds of kilometers away, in the Horn of Africa. One question is quietly shaping Europe's strategic decisions today. Can Germany secure its economic lifeline by building a new corridor around the Red Sea crisis? And why is Somaliland and the city of Hargeisa suddenly emerging as the focal point of global trade strategy? The Red Sea is more than a shipping lane. It is a pressure point where every disruption echoes around the world. Cargo delays, skyrocketing insurance costs, and rerouted vessels are no longer logistics issues. They are strategic shocks. For Germany, Europe's industrial engine, even a single day of delay ripples through factories, exports, and the continent's economy. When Germany slows, Europe falters. So Berlin is quietly searching for alternatives, not through displays of naval power, but through corridors, infrastructure, and strategic routes that bypass the choke points. One corridor is now attracting intense attention: Berbera Port, the highway to Hargeisa, and a network that could redraw influence across the Horn of Africa. Welcome to Horn Lens, where we decode global power, trade routes, and geopolitical strategy shaping the Horn of Africa and the world. This channel delivers high-precision analysis on infrastructure, diplomacy, and economic competition, with the discipline of BBC reporting, the global context of Al Jazeera, and the strategic clarity of Bloomberg. No hype, no noise, just power, access, and incentives. If you want serious fact-based geopolitical analysis on the world's fastest-changing region, subscribe and join a rapidly growing global audience of analysts, professionals, and decision-makers. Because today, understanding geography means understanding power. In this video, we'll show why Germany is recalibrating its Red Sea strategy, how Somaliland is quietly gaining strategic relevance, and why Hargeisa may be moving from the margins to the center of a new global trade corridor. Let's begin. For Germany, the stability of global trade routes is a matter of economic survival. Its industries, automotive, chemical, machinery, depend on seamless flows of goods, much of which pass through the Suez Canal. Disruptions in the Red Sea have immediate consequences. Delayed components halt production, exports are stalled, and costs rise. This threatens Germany's reputation for reliability and erodes its competitiveness. The crisis exposes a core vulnerability in Germany's economic model, which has prioritized efficiency over resilience. Now, Berlin must confront the reality that its prosperity is tied to unstable regions far from home. Policymakers are shifting focus from pure efficiency to building robust, redundant supply chains. Relying on a single choke point is a high-stakes gamble. The search for alternatives is not just a reaction, it's an investment in future-proofing the economy. Germany's industrial and social stability depends on securing reliable access to global markets. The Red Sea threat has made this task more urgent than ever. Instability in the Red Sea exposes the risks of over-reliance on a single trade route. The Suez Canal's strategic location makes it a target for conflict and disruption. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait, at the Red Sea's southern end, is especially vulnerable. Relying solely on naval patrols is a costly short-term fix. A durable solution is to build a portfolio of trade routes. Redundancy is key. Diversification isn't just risk management. It's a chance to forge new partnerships and shape trade policy. Investing in alternative corridors can foster stability and economic development. The EU's Global Gateway Initiative embodies this approach, funding infrastructure to connect Europe with the world. The Red Sea crisis has made diversification a strategic necessity, not a luxury. Europe is moving toward a resilient multipolar trade system. Securing prosperity now means building options beyond traditional choke points. As Europe seeks alternatives, Somaliland stands out for its stability and strategic location on the Gulf of Aden, outside the Red Sea's most dangerous waters. The port of Berbera, modernized by DP World, now boasts deep water berths and advanced facilities. Linked by a new highway to Hargeisa and Ethiopia, Berbera is emerging as a major logistics hub. This corridor offers a secure, efficient supply chain for goods moving inland. For Germany, Somaliland's stability and infrastructure present a compelling alternative to high-risk routes. Once peripheral, Somaliland is now central to building resilient global supply chains. The Berbera-Hargeisa corridor directly addresses Germany's trade vulnerabilities. Ships from Asia can offload at Berbera, bypassing the Bab el-Mandeb Strait entirely. Modern port and road infrastructure ensure rapid, reliable movement of goods inland. The corridor opens direct access to Ethiopia, a vast, growing market, and relieves dependence on Djibouti. For German companies, this means new export opportunities and a more resilient logistics chain. The route can serve as a primary gateway or a flexible transshipment hub, redesigning regional distribution. The Berbera-Hargeisa corridor is a strategic asset, offering German industry security and flexibility. The Berbera-Hargeisa corridor creates a win-win for Germany and Somaliland. Germany gains a secure, diversified supply chain, protecting its industries from Red Sea disruptions. Somaliland benefits from increased trade, jobs and government revenue, fueling economic growth and stability. Closer ties with Germany boost Somaliland's international legitimacy and support its development goals. This partnership is not charity. It's a strategic alignment of interests. Germany secures its supply chains. Somaliland gains economic and political capital. Together they form a new axis of cooperation between Europe and the Horn of Africa. The Berbera-Hargeisa corridor fits into a broader European strategy for resilient trade. Recent crises have exposed the dangers of relying on a few fragile routes. The EU's Global Gateway aims to invest $300 billion in secure, sustainable infrastructure worldwide. Projects like Berbera align perfectly, enhancing connectivity, supporting development, and providing alternatives to vulnerable choke points. Europe's goal is not to replace the Suez Canal, but to supplement it with a network of options. This approach boosts Europe's strategic autonomy and reduces exposure to geopolitical risks. Investing in corridors like Berbera is both economic strategy and foreign policy. Europe is building a web of resilient partnerships to navigate an uncertain world. The Berbera-Hargeisa corridor is reshaping regional power and global shipping. It challenges Djibouti's dominance, giving Ethiopia new leverage and lowering costs. For shipping lines, Berbera offers a secure, efficient alternative, redrawing trade maps. As more trade flows through Somaliland, its political influence grows. International reliance on the corridor increases pressure for Somaliland's recognition. Hargeisa's strategic importance is now grounded in its role as a global logistics hub. The convergence of German needs, Somaliland's location, and Europe's strategy has created a unique opportunity. Somaliland's future will be shaped not just in Africa, but in the boardrooms of Europe.